Okay, so we're on our third video in breaking down the cold call report from Q1 2020. All right, so we had gone through some of the definitions and process. We had gone through the January through March report, and now we want to dig into just March. Now, we haven't been able to generate the industry data from January and February yet, because this is the first time we're doing it, but we were able to dig in pretty deeply into the March data. So this is specifically interesting because we laid out for the first time ever, we've laid out every single account that we called into in March and showed you the data for each one. All right, so a lot of really good information there, but I want you to remember this one thing. Take this with a grain of salt. Really, we are such a micro sample into the marketplace that you really have to be careful in how you interpret this data and take it as fact or make action on. Okay, and the reason is because sometimes the data sets are so small, we really don't get a good image of what's going on. Okay, I want you to remember that and look at the amount of projects we did, the amount of appointments we got based on the number of projects we did to really make a determination which direction to go for yourself. Okay, again, this is to inspire and instill confidence in you, whether that means just stop cold calling or to continue. All right, so looking at this report here, two really interesting things to note. Okay, if you look at this to help interpret it, the green is the number of appointments we set based upon the industry in March. Okay, so if I start with the highest number here, you got insurance, compliance, computer software, financial services, but that doesn't give you the whole story. What adds another dimension to this is the black line here. The black line is the number of projects that we did on that industry. And that's important, isn't it? Because if we have a industry that got 100 appointments, but it was one project, well, who knows if that's the case for the other projects that are similar, but maybe have a different product that they're offering. Okay, so just consider that. Great example, insurance, 98 appointments in March. Wow, insurance is doing great. Well, we only did 4 projects, and if you look, one of those got a high number of appointments. What is what's better for me, or what would tell me more, is something like marketing advertising. I really like this number here because we got 31 appointments, way less than the 98, but that was from 14 different projects. And if you actually go and dig into the numbers, it's pretty consistent. Yeah, some have a little higher than others, but you know, each one we did 14. You know, some got 1, 2, 4, 10, all across the board. Marketing, advertising, great industry to call for. All right, another one, computer software. This was great, 36 appointments from 7 projects. All right, so take a look at that and see how that was spread out. So the key here when you're looking deep into the data is to give it context. Medical devices down here, 1 appointment, all right, from 1 project. Oh, it looks like it's doing terrible. Well, if you look at the appointment setting rate, it was actually over a 1%. Not enough data to really tell what's going on. All right, so hopefully this really helps you to understand and take this with a grain of salt, because it's not the whole picture. Look into your industry, do some test calls for yourself, see what the data is, and then make a decision from there.